The modernized world is progressing at a rapid scale, while rural regions are left behind. Underdeveloped regions in need of infrastructure, energy, water, waste management, agriculture, healthcare, trade, education, and technology are our focus. We strive to raise the standard of living in these regions. Revelnation Enterprises Incorporated, Revelnation Enterprises LLC Africa, and Revel Nation Revel with a Cause 501c3 all work together trying to help humanity on every front imaginable. We are a corporation, in layman's terms, a NGO, but we're not registered as an INGO or an NGO. We collaborate with NGOs and pull them in as needed for specific projects abroad. We are just getting started with our vision and mission. West Africa, specifically the countries of Sierra Leone as well as Liberia, more than meet the criteria of matching their regional humanitarian initiatives with our privileged funding partners, resources, and patented solutions. Our Revel Nation core team was recently invited by President Madabio's administration of the Republic of Sierra Leone to visit and assess their Big Five humanitarian initiatives. The entire industrial revolution has happened throughout the world, but it has bypassed West Africa. West Africa is in dire need, specifically in Sierra Leone and Liberia. We're currently working with the administration of President Madabio in Sierra Leone, as well as the new president of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai. Word spread of our visit to their neighboring country, the Republic of Liberia, where newly elected President Joseph Boakai invited us to his presidential inauguration as his personal guest, touting Revel Nation as part of his first 100 days plan for humanitarian initiatives. Both presidents are very keen on their Big Five initiatives, which are agriculture, education through EdTech, infrastructure and growth, as well as water, waste management, as well as energy and healthcare. So the full gambit of the entire countries and the state of the whole entire lay of the land are in dire need to get their standard of living way up. Their standard of living is really subpar. Right now, I think the standard of living for Sierra Leone is 56. Not too long ago, because of Ebola and civil wars and famines and all the strife that that country's gone through, it used to be 35 in the early 2000s. It's now jumped up to 56 because they've had peace over the last 20 years. They're having more births and less death, so it's really done a flip. Liberia is in dire need of the very same humanitarian projects that Sierra Leone is, especially in need of our patented solution for primary, secondary, and higher education, RevelU, our revolutionary tech platform currently being developed. Liberia is a little bit better off, even though they had a long civil war as well, but their standard of living is starting to rise. Their living expectancy is starting to rise as well. But both administrations, with President Joseph Boakai and President Madabio, they are in dire need to bring the Industrial Revolution to West Africa. We are focused on building hospitals, schools, universities, agricultural centers, energy grids, and infrastructure encompassing dams, hydroelectricity, waste-to-energy, and ports with railways for trade. We are collaborating with funding partners. We have privileged funding resources as well as patented partners with different patents in agriculture, water, waste management, waste to energy. We also have patents that we're filing in education and our education tech tool that we are developing. Revelnation Enterprises Incorporated is a very interesting, eclectic group of leaders. We have obviously Christians involved. We have Hasidic Jewish rabbis in the rabbi community and the Jewish community involved. We have Hindu developing the product in Bangalore, India. We also have Muslims with Dr. Khalila Kamach Ali, as well as Dr. Murad Muhammad, who had over 50 world champions fight under his cards and fight for him abroad. So, I'm humbled and honored to be surrounded by greatness with all the cornucopia of all religions, as well as greatness in our Fortune 500 executive team. Our Fortune 500 executive team consists of a COO who ran Madison Square Garden, a CMO who also launched Amazon out of Jeff Bezos' garage with working shoulder to shoulder with him, as well as a CIO that ran NASA's AI department and Pixar and Epcot. as well as a president who has over 300 patents in IBM as well as Lenovo. So our seasoned Fortune 500 team is truly the backbone of Revel Nation Enterprises Incorporated. We are working diligently with Capitol Hill. We have met with several different congressmen as well as senators. We're being very transparent about our approach. We're doing everything above board so that we're audit compliant. Phase 1 funding is dependent upon an audit compliance with milestones and deliverables so that Phase 2 funding can then be realized and all these projects and initiatives can be built and accomplished throughout Sierra Leone and Liberia. We are definitely just a humanitarian organization that's on fire to push humanity forward, finding the areas and underdeveloped regions in the world that we can have the greatest and most impact. Revel Nation Enterprises Incorporated is here headquartered out of Raleigh, North Carolina. We're building a humanitarian nexus as the spine and the backbone for all the humanitarian work that we'll be doing abroad. We are highly keenly focused on Sierra Leone and Liberia. Don't worry, West Africa. Help is on the way. Revel Nation. We are Revel Nation.